Hey there, welcome back to No Pants Profits. Yes, I'm back in my captain's hat. I'm in my hotel in Washington, D.C., and I don't generally like to make serious videos, but I have to. Honestly, Carnival dropped the ball on me last week. They banned my drink package, wouldn't say why, wouldn't do anything, wouldn't let me talk to anybody in any way, shape, or form that was in charge, and they dropped the ball. But, we found out this morning, or when I found out on my train ride, that my roommate made assault claims against me. So I have to take this very seriously, all right? It seems like a joking matter. I'm sitting here right now in my hotel room in D.C., and I'm going to read a prepared email that I'm sending to Carnival to preempt anything that may go on. It is very likely this will be the last update on this because Carnival's going to say they're doing their investigation and we'll know nothing else. But I'm going to read to you the email. The only thing I am changing from this email is I do have Trisha's and Bill's real name, birthdays, passport numbers in this email. I'm just going to say Trish and Pirate Bill, just so you know what I'm talking about. This is an email that's going to Carnival's security team, Carnival's marketing team, Carnival's social media team, Christine Duffy, and all of the executives at the top. To cover myself, when you accuse me of assault, obviously I'm in DC. I'm not in a Canadian prison. I didn't assault anybody. When you accuse me of assault, yeah, I'm drinking water. Well, you don't know if it's water or vodka, but it's water. When you accuse me of assault, I have to respond. And I'll tell you, since the video went out that said she accused me of assault, she's been calling all of my friends that she has contact information for and texting all of my friends and saying they need to do an intervention because I'm crazy and I'm off the rocker. I went and saw a Broadway show tonight. I had 2 drinks all day, and she's trying to convince my mom to send me to the Betty Ford clinic. I had 2 drinks on the Acela because I had to take the Acela. I had 1 beer, 1 cocktail, just to have a beer and a cocktail. Probably should have had a glass of wine too, but the train ride was only 31 minutes, and it was technically breakfast. I haven't had any drinks tonight. I went and I saw Frankenstein, then I went and got some really bad pizza here. They gave me some other Richard's pizza because look, you guys know me. Am I going to eat that shit on my pizza? No. But let's be serious for a minute. I'm going to read you the exact letter I'm sending to Carnival's marketing, security, and executive teams. And you're going to get this video right as they get the email. I'm going to schedule it to arrive at 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow morning, which is June, it's early for me. It's 11 p.m. right now. June 9th, this will arrive in the email inbox of multiple people at Carnival. It's disappointing I had to do this. It's disappointing that 15 years of friendship from someone that I met when I was working on ships. It was actually funny. I was talking to another content creator a couple minutes ago. I met them because when I used to sell iPads on the celebrity cruises, I always used to ask people whether they wanted a free day of internet with their iPad or they wanted me to fill the iPad with hardcore porn. Trish and Bill are the only ones that ever chose hardcore porn. And that's why they became friends. And the day after that, I'm not going to give you a whole timeline. They invited me on a helicopter, and I said, "Screw that shit! I don't do helicopters. I'm too fat for that." I actually wasn't that fat at the time. I've grown into myself. But I'm going to read you this, just minus personal identifying details, because I'm not going to give you people's last names. So the title of the email that will be going to all the Carnival executives tomorrow morning is Trisha, Assault Fraud on Carnival Pride, May 25th, 2025 sailing. Hello, Carnival marketing, security, and executive teams. I am preemptively reaching out to you to report a case of serious fraud that has happened on one of your ships. On the May 25th, 2025 sailing of the Carnival Pride, my guest, Trisha, I have her last name in there, made false assault claims against me in order to avoid paying for her own cabin on the cruise. She committed fraud against a friend that were sailing, a friend I was sailing with too, as well as myself. But where you should be concerned is the fraudulent activity she partook in against your company. As a Carnival shareholder, I find this fraud to be defrauding. My editor is awful. Kirsten edited this. Thank you, Kirsten. The person who wasn't Trish. And you'll see her on World America in a few weeks. I find this fraud to be defrauding me. As a Carnival investor, I find this fraud to be defrauding me as well. On the evening of June 2nd, Trisha, taking out last name, drunk on her husband's drink package and on Ambien at the time, started a rage in my cabin, which I paid for. I want to read that again. It's a complex sentence. Trish, drunk on her husband's drink package. Oh, he was sharing the drink package with her. And on Ambien, at the time, started a rage in my cabin, which I paid for. I'm the gambler. I actually paid. It wasn't a free cruise for me. I did upgrade from I upgraded from a window cabin to a balcony cabin because I like the cold, as you've seen. So this event is almost irrelevant to the discussion, but security got involved and removed her from my cabin. When she found out she needed to pay for a new cabin, she retroactively made assault claims against me on board. This suspended my drink package for the entire cruise and got her a free cabin for her safety. See, she realized she was going to have to pay for another cabin, so she went online and said, how do I get around paying for another cabin? Well, I make an assault or sexual assault claim. Uncle Bobby was in the room, and we'll get to that in a minute, never touched her. Never touched her. So, yeah. It would be her word against my word if Uncle Bobby weren't in the room. And as of note, and you'll see this in a minute, Uncle Bobby actually was brought on board by her. Trish never had her safety at risk, and there was no assault. This can be attested by Robert, and then his last name, who was in the cabin, and Trisha actually invited him on board. Yes, the random person that I invited on board became the star. I didn't even invite on board, became the star. Trish said, I got a friend, you'll like him. I took a risk. And you know what? I like him a lot more than I like Trish. And this is why I'm really writing Carnival. I'm writing you so that you can conduct an internal investigation into the fraud she committed on board to slander my name and defraud you as a company. I hope you'll take this matter seriously. As a Diamond member, nearly half of my once-in-a-lifetime cruise to Greenland was devastated by this and other fraudulent activity committed by Trisha during the cruise by Trisha and her last name. Her husband, same last name, was just a puppet in all of this and does not need investigation. Pirate Bill did nothing wrong. Honestly, Pirate Bill tried to make peace the day after. I had decided after this had happened, there is no discussion, there is no going back from it. I said, I'm happy to meet with your fraud team or security team in person or remote to provide more details. I want to make this right with Carnival as a shareholder, content creator, and Diamond member. Please let me know if you need any more info. I put my name, email address, phone number. Unfortunately, you can't see that. I'll be overwhelmed. If I meet you in person, I'll generally give you my phone number. And I said, P.S. for the next few days, I'll be in Washington, D.C. doing tourist things and will be difficult to reach by phone. The exact same time that they get this email, you get this video. I'm giving Carnival a chance to make it right. Honestly, I was harsh on Carnival. And it's not in the details of this email, but I'm going to be willing to take down some of the content I put up if they take action. If they say, we were wrong. We didn't give you a chance to even defend yourself. Literally, they kept saying over and over, ship command says you can't drink. Ship command says you can't drink. I finally got out of them last night, like literally this time last night, a little after this time last night, so like 23 hours ago, 22 hours ago. I got out of them last night that, actually not 24 hours ago, something about 11 o'clock last night. I got out of them last night in the atrium bar, because that's where security met me, so I don't have a recording, that someone from Shoreside was involved in removing my drinking privileges. It was like pulling teeth to get that. So I have to preemptively send this to protect myself. I don't think it was the stalker. You know, the woman who said I was stalking her, that went away real quick. That's why I didn't want my video footage for any of that or anything like that. I don't think it was the initial incident in the cabin. I think when Trish moved cabins, she got a bill the next day and said, why are you giving me a bill? I was assaulted. Why do I know this? Because the timeline makes sense. I was told I could drink again in Corner Brook, Canada, which was our first port where, you remember, if I did assault, I should have been arrested. I wouldn't be in DC. I'd have cuffs behind my back in Canada. But I wasn't debarked. I wasn't arrested in Corner Brook. I went out in Corner Brook. I had like one flight of beer, and it was pretty bad beer in Corner Brook, to be honest with you. And then all these that are coming on video, I went out and I kissed a fish and did a shot of, so I wasn't, alcohol-free for 100 hours. I was just alcohol-free on board for over 100 hours. I never said I didn't drink in port, but, if I was a risk to anyone's safety, I wouldn't have been able to do a galley tour. I wouldn't have been able to participate as a judge in the shipbuilding competition. All of this happened after that. It's kind of wild. And I have to go and make this on the internet now because this is the forum I have. Trisha's literally going around trying to convince my friends to put me into alcohol recovery. I mean, my mom is freaking the fuck out because Trisha's conning her right now. My mom is being conned by my ex-fake mom. It's fucked, okay? This letter, Carnival, I hope the outcome is that you ban them from Carnival, Holland, and Princess. The punishment needs to fit the crime. Trish was very excited that she has the highest, she just attained the highest level on Holland America and gets free laundry on Holland America. She used my free laundry as a Diamond member when I was on board this last ship. She took about 3-4 bags of my laundry and did her laundry in it. So, I mean, I'm not a bad host. I'm looking at you guys straight in the face. The only reason I look to the side is because I have a laptop here with what I wrote on it. This may be my last chat on this subject. I'm going to respond to your comments while I can, but I'd like Carnival to actually conduct a thorough investigation. I believe what she did was fraud. And again, as a shareholder, as a Diamond member, and as a content creator, do I want Carnival being defrauded? I'm an owner of Carnival. Do I really want them being defrauded? And I didn't just buy it right now. I've had it for a while. Do I need them being defrauded? Basically, Trish stole money from me to get on the cruise, then defrauded the cruise line, and it's a fraction of a penny. But, you know, if she got a $2,000 room for free because her safety was at risk, it wasn't. If her safety was at risk, I would have the little security guy sitting on a stool outside my cabin. Instead, when the security incident happened, they looked at Bobby and said, just make sure he goes to sleep. He'll have his alcohol back the next day. And I didn't get it back. Look, my point is the communication of how they did me wrong was bad. I have already contacted other cruise lines who have given me equivalent sailings to what I had booked on Carnival. There is one Carnival sailing that I would like to go on still, which is an Asia cruise, which is 31 days, but that's not until 2026. I hope that Carnival can repair this relationship. Honestly, I did nothing wrong. I bought liquor from the gift shop and I consumed it in my cabin as far as videos are concerned. Cool. Anything else I said is an act, okay? It's an act. This is not an act. This is one of the few times where I look right into the camera, and I have to be serious. So any of your questions you have, put them below. I'll answer them the best I can. And some of you are going, oh, sue, slander, libel. This all happened in international waters. Now, if Trish keeps going with my family and keeps telling them that I'm a raving alcoholic, again, water. I didn't have a sip of it yet. I do like that my hotel has the Chick-fil-A ice. Then I'm going to have to take legal action. This is my last step I have planned right now. At this point, I've told Carnival she committed fraud, and I'm done. If she wants to go further with this, I'll go further with this. It's fine. But I'm in the right here. Look, all the evidence says that exactly what happened is she made up a case of assault on a ship that has very limited security cameras. And I don't know if she said it's in the room, happened somewhere else. I didn't pay her 2 cents of attention after this event happened. So, why was I going to get my drink package back and then all of a sudden I wasn't? This is the only thing that makes practical sense. No, I haven't talked to her. No, I won't accept it. Look, she sent me, I can't actually show you that because it's got a real name. She sent me a Facebook friend request, and that was the quickest deny I've ever had. I don't know what to tell you guys. I would love, the only thing I can ask for you is maybe some external pressure on Carnival to get to the bottom of this. That's what I ask of you as a community. Share this. I've never said share, like, subscribe. Please share this video. Let's make Carnival make this right with me. And then guess what? I can join you guys on a Carnival cruise again. Carnival wronged me. Trish wronged me more. I didn't know until 12 hours ago. This is less than 12 hours ago. It's 11:22 p.m. I found out about noon. I didn't know till less than 12 hours ago that I was being accused of assault. It's messed up. You know me. If you've met me in person, I know so many of you have commented on the videos before, and I thank you. I don't want to drag this on anymore. I will put the body of the email in the description of this video, so you can see it. I will change the names to Tiggle Biddies and Pirate Bill, but elsewise, that's all I got for you. I don't like serious videos. Also, I still have that second bottle of rum all the way in DC. So anything said about me being, I took one bottle of rum, the second bottle of rum, kind of mixed the two rums together, the white and the gold, because I only had room for one bottle in my suitcase. Yeah, this will keep me company on the train ride back home from DC to Hollywood, Florida, which is the closest Amtrak station to me. But you got questions, drop them below. I'm bearing myself to you. I'm not lying to you. I didn't assault anyone. And the person I assaulted is now literally going to all my friends and saying, Richard needs to be in a clinic for alcoholism. When she's the one that made up assault claims while on Ambien and beer. Ambien and cocktails from the Alchemy Bar, which were shared with her by her husband, who had a drink package due to my friend signing her husband on board the ship. It's all one giant fucking clusterfuck. She reaches out to you. She wants to do anything. She's going to con you. She's a con artist. And one more thing that someone said in comments. Trish and Bill and Bobby are all current or former prison guards. Do you think if I assaulted her, she wouldn't throw her whole weight against me and I'd be injured in a body cast right now? She knows how to take down someone that's assaulting her, and I'm perfectly fine. I'm wearing my red turtle shirt. This is bullshit. It's a video I didn't want to make, but fuck it. I got forced to making it. I wish Trish and Bill a very nice end to cruising, because I'm not going to stop with Carnival. I'm going to share this with Royal Caribbean corporate. I'm going to share it with Virgin Voyages corporate, Margaritaville at Sea corporate. You destroy my birthday, I'm going to let everybody take something you love away from you. I hate it. I hate that I have to do this, but my hand has been forced to this. That's the video. That's the long video you all want to know. This is Richard from No Pants Profits. I can't provide any of the evidence or anything I have because I want to allow Carnival to do their investigation first. If they don't, then we'll do the investigation with the court of public opinion. Fair? Fair? I think that's fair. If I don't get a response from Carnival, let's do the investigation with the court of public opinion. I like trials. Sat through one. My ex was killed by her son, and her son was found innocent. Yeah. We don't know how this is going to end. I hope not that way. This is Richard from No Pants Profits giving you a water cheers from Washington, D.C. and reminding you that when you wear no pants, the only thing you're left to lose is one of your 4 different colors of this same goddamn turtle shirt. Had to add a little humor in there. Join me tomorrow. I'm actually going to a very special dinner, and I'm going to break the sacred timeline. I'm going to do a tasting menu at Jose Andres Jaleo, which is going to be a couple $100, but I'm going to enjoy myself to the fullest because it's been a rough day today. I hope to put this behind me. I hope Carnival investigates. I'm waiting for an apology. Then I may sail Carnival again in the future, but for right now, all my Carnival cruises are on hold. I've replaced my Carnival cruise in Alaska with a Norwegian cruise. They're all still booked. I'll deal with the fallout later of getting my money back on deposits and stuff like that, because right now we're beyond money. This is Richard from No Pants Profits saying, you wear no pants. You have to defend your honor. And when someone says you've done something that you clearly haven't done, and you have a platform to say you haven't done it, well, fuck. You use your platform. And that's how you don't lose your shirt. Any questions? Drop them below. Bye.